What's up? I'm back.
Are you? I appreciate everybody that's been answering my riddle questions and watching the videos lately. I hope all these things are helping you out. So today we're going to work on our final part of percent of change. So today's percent of change part 3. We're going to be doing some stuff out of your book. Now if you have this book, okay, of course it's the one that's got the marlin on it. And be the one that looks like that. Okay. So some of you don't have that book, so you're just going to have to pay attention and keep up with what I'm doing. If you do have that book, you can turn, if you want to, turn to about page number 55 is where we're at. So you'll see this little Pizza King on there. So if you want to, turn to page 55, and we're going to do some problems there to help you get everything signed up, okay? There's a good song about USA right here. So if you know what this song is, you can send it to me later, all right? We'll play a little bit more of it at the end. Okie dokie. So the first question we want to talk to you about is A right here. Talking about Janice. It says Janice earns $7 per hour at Pizza King, and that after 6 months her rate increases to $7.70 per hour. Okay. So again, just as a review. So don't forget when you do it, you've got to do change over original equals X over 100. Right, so when we're looking for the percentage, anytime you're looking for the percentage, you're going to put X over 100. If you do know the percentage, then you're going to put the number over the 100. So we'll do some of those in just a second, okay? So it says she had earned $7, and now she's earning $7.70, basically. So what's the change from 7 to $7.70, right? So that would be 70 cents. That's 70 cents is the change. What was the original amount she was making? That would be $7, okay? So you got to do 70 cents over $7. Make sure you put your decimals in the right place. Equals X over 100, like that. So $7 times X, of course, would just be $7 X, and then 70 times 100. Now, if you don't know what 70 times 100 is, you know, I would encourage you to pull out your trusty calculator, and that is 70 cents times 100. So 70 cents times 100 is $70. Okay. So now I got to do 70 divided by $7, which is basically 70 divided by 7, right? 70 divided by 7 is 10. All right, so that means X equals 10%. Now, did her pay go up or down? So she started out at $7. She's now making $7.70. So is that an increase or decrease of 10%? Hopefully you're telling me it's an increase. For all you people that keep sending me these emails, type in 10%, put a space, and then type the word increase. Just like you see me doing right here. No questions asked. 10%, space, increase. Don't put a space over here. Just type in 10% with the percent sign right on the end of the 10, then put one space and type the word increase, just like you see in the video. Alright, next one. If you look down on the page talking about the Pizza King, it says that right there that the pizza used to be $16, now it's $12. Okay, so the large pizza used to be $16. They've marked it down. So we're trying to find the percent of decrease in the cost of the large pizza. All right, so for number 2, again, that would have the original price was $16, and now it's $12. All right, so I'm gonna set up my little proportion right here. It wants to know the percent of decrease. So what's the difference between 16 and 12? What's the change? That'd be $4. What was the original price of the pizza? $16, right? So it'd be 4 over 16 equals X over 100. 4 over 16 equals X over 100. So what's 16 times X, y'all? That's 16X. What's 4 times 100? That's 400. So your equation should be 16X equals 400. Now, how do you solve it? Well, you got to divide by the number that's with X. That would be the 16. Of course, those cancel out. 16 divided by 16 is 1. What's 400 divided by 16? Let's see what that is. Clear that off.
400 divided by 16 is 25. All right, so that is 25%, right? Because we were looking for a percentage. That's why we put the X there. Now, did the price of the pizza go up or down? It was $16. Now it's $12. Hopefully you're saying decrease because it went down. Type it in just like that. 25%, then a space, then the word decrease, and you'll have it right. Okay, let's get to something that may be a little bit harder. Okay? So if you look on the next page, this is page 56. Okay? Page 56. Come over here. It says the populations of cheetahs have decreased 30% in the last 18 years. If there were originally about 12,000 cheetahs, how many cheetahs are there now? Okay? How many cheetahs are there now? So right there it says originally. That's important. Originally there's about 12,000 cheetahs. All right, so let's talk about that one. So if you look back in here, you can see right now it says it's decreased by 30%. It's already given you a percent here in this question. 30%. How do I write 30% as a fraction? Hopefully you're saying 30 over 100, okay? So you write the 30% as 30 over 100. So we got that. Anytime they give you a percentage, you put it over 100. If you're looking for the percentage, you put X over 100. If they give you the percentage, you write that number over 100. All right, and it says there were originally about 12,000 cheetahs. All right, so that of course means since that's the original number, that's going to go down there. Your X is going to go up there. Everybody see that all right? Now, what's 100 times X, y'all? 100X. What's 30 times 12,000? Well, we may not know that. We might need to come over here and do that on the calculator. Let's clear that off. 30 times 12,000 is what I'm doing. 30 times 12,000. That's 360,000 right there. You see, 360,000. I think my red might be about run out. 360,000. Now, of course, I've got to divide on each side by 100 because that's the number that's with X. So I divide by 100. Divide that by 100. Of course, those cancel out because they equal 1. So 360,000 divided by 100 is 3,600. Okay. Now again, this is not a percentage answer. Okay. This is not a percentage answer. That's how many cheetahs, okay, there were that decreased. Okay. So there are 3,600 that decreased. So I've got to take that number. Okay. And I am going to subtract it away from the 12,000, okay, because that is what 30% of that number is. So I got one more step to do. I got to do 12,000, and it said it decreased by 30%, right? Decreased by 30%, so I got to take away the 3,600. So if you do 12,000 minus the 3,600, that means there's 8,400 cheetahs left, okay? There's 80, y'all see that? 8,400 cheetahs left. If you do 12,000 minus 3,600, that is 8,400 left. All right, so that is not the final answer. You got to come over here and do that. 12,000 cheetahs minus the 3,600 that we got from here means there's 8,400 cheetahs left. All right, I'm doing pretty good at this point. I'm doing pretty good. So just to mix it up, all right, I'm going to go ahead and stick the riddle in here in the middle of the lesson. So here's your riddle for the day. For those of you that are actually watching the video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you're taking good notes, and I hope all this makes sense to you. The riddle of the day is, what did the mayonnaise say to the refrigerator? What did the mayonnaise say to the refrigerator? If you know the answer to that, you know what you need to do. You need to email me the answer of what did the mayonnaise say to the refrigerator. You can also email me the name of the song that was playing if you figure that out later. Okay? You can send me both of those. All right, let's continue on. All right, so let's go to one like this. Number 3. It says, oops, I lost my sight there. Chastity is changing the size of the garden to fit in more vegetables. She plans to increase the width by 25%. So if you look over here, the width is 8 feet. okay? The length is the longer one, it's 12 feet, okay? So she's wanting to increase the width by 25%. So the 8 feet is the width, and you can see all that stuff down here in this little box because it's talking about width is 8 feet. All right, so first of all, let's talk about how to increase the width to 8 feet. It's wanting to be by 25%. So is that a percentage? And you say, yes. And how do you write 25% as a fraction? Hopefully you're going to say 25 over 100, all right? So we're going to go 25 over 100 equals, and she's wanting to make it a little bit bigger, right? She's wanting to make it bigger, so that'd be x over 8. So let's see how much bigger that is going to make it. So that is 100x, 25 times 8. How much is 25 times 8? I believe that's 200. Okay. And if you divide it by 100, of course, that gives you x equals 2. So that means she's going to make it 2 feet wider. 2 feet wider. Well, if it's already 8 feet, okay, if you look back at the picture, it's already 8 feet wide. What's 2 feet wider than that? That means, of course, 2 plus 8 is 10. So it's going to be 10 feet wide. And you can already tell from the picture, of course, if you look back at the picture, it's 12 feet long. Okay? So, the new area, of course, is going to be 10 times 12. Okay, 10 times 12, length times width. And if you do 10 times 12, of course, that's 120 square feet. The old one, of course, would have been 8 times 12. And 8 times 12, of course, is 96 square feet. So there's the old one. And here is the new one. 10 times 12 is 120 square feet. So you can see that the new one is quite a bit bigger. Okay. If you want to know how much bigger, of course, you just subtract those. And 120 minus 96 is 24 square feet. All right. So the new one is 24 square feet bigger. All right, we're coming into the home stretch. Got one more to do with you, okay? And then you'll be on your own. All right, so let's come here on the page. We're on to page 57 now. On to page 57. Up here, you can see that they are cutting this machine, using this machine to cut lumber, cutting them into planks. And it says the company regulations allow them to vary by 0.5%, which can either be an increase or decrease of 0.5% for the intended length. All right, so they're wanting to cut them in 8-foot lengths, but they can be 0.5% bigger or 0.5% smaller based on what that is. Okay, so we're going 8-foot planks, and they got a variation of 0.5%. So let's see how that works. I'll do this over here on another sheet of paper. All right, so this is actually number 5 for us. All right, so they got 8-foot planks, and they can vary by 0.5%. So I'm going to do 8 times 0.5%. And let's see how much that actually ends up equaling. 8 times 0.5%. Now, where's the percent key on this bad boy? I don't use this calculator enough to know where that's at. Y'all probably see it, no, I probably don't. All right, I'm going to clear it off. I'm just going to go ahead and change it to a decimal. 8 times 0.005. All right, that would be 0.004. All right, so it can be that much longer, and it can be that much shorter. Okay? And
we're going to do 8 minus 0.004. Alright, because you can see that both of those are on there. If you look at letter C, you got 8 plus the amount, 8 minus the amount. So 8 plus that, of course, is going to be 8.004, and 8 minus that, 7.
Teachers, just a reminder, the building will be locked and the alarm will be set at 4:30.
All right. So when you got these ones that have these variation problems, you got to do the plus part and you got to do the minus part. Plus part and minus part. All right, let's do one more of those. Let me see if I can find another one like that for you. Don't see one on this page. Let me try this other page. 59. All right, let's go over here and do number 21. This is on page 59. I'm going to talk about number 21 right here. Okay, about the roll of tape. It says the actual length of the tape can vary by 2.5% of that amount. So what is the range for the length of the tape on the roll? All right, so that, again, this is number 21. It says you got 150 yards of tape, and it can vary by 2.5%. So you're going to do 150 plus some number and 150 minus some number and find that range between that and that. So we're going to do 150 times 2.5%. All right, I'm going to pull out the old blue calculator because I know where the percent sign is on this one. All right, so we're going to do 150 times 2.5%. Okay.
So that gave me 3.75. So I'm going to add 3.75 to 150 and I'm going to subtract it. So I got to do 150 plus 3.75 because that's what I got up here. And I'm also got to do 150 minus 3.75, and that's going to give me my range of my answers. So 150 plus 3.75, of course, is 153.75. 150 minus 3.75 would be 146.25. So there is my range of numbers. Okay, there could either be that much of roll on the tape, tape on the roll, or that could be that much tape on the roll. It could be up to that much, or it could be that little. So there's variation, okay? And that is in yards. So, took the number times the percentage, which was 2.5, added that 3.75 to that one, got that. Subtracted 3.75 from that one, got that. So your tape you're getting on that roll of tape could be in between those two. All right, I believe that covers about all of it. Hopefully you guys will be able to take some of this stuff and get all these problems worked out. Looks like you're going to have at least 9 problems. So probably going to be working on page 61 here. And we might go on over and do a little bit of work on page 62. Okay. So if you got your book, if you got the 7th grade book, page 61, looks like that. Don't forget over here for this 3%. So that kind of goes along with number 3 right there, I believe. So remember that goes over there. Alright, hope you have a good one. Let me know if you got questions, and if you know this song about where you're born, send me that. Until then, later. Ciao. Hasta la vista. Sayonara. Over and out.